girlfriends, welcome back to the channel for another video this week. If you're new here, my name is GeranikaMycia, but all my friends call me G. And if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back this week, girl, and clicking on my face. If you haven't already, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up, like, share, comment, subscribe. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, girl, for all of the fabulous updates, and come back each week for weekly uploads. So in today's video, we're going to be chatting about some pieces that were very, very hot once upon a time, and then they just like poof, disappeared. I really don't understand how pieces could just be like the hottest thing, sold out everywhere, everybody's buying it, everybody's wanting it, and then one day it's just like, well, I don't see these anymore. So my question is, what happened to these? Because these were like very, very hot. So like, I guess the girls just got them in the back of the closet holding on to them, which I don't understand, because a piece is a piece. Whether it was a piece then, it's gonna still be a piece today. Even if it's not trending, girl, a piece is a piece is a piece is a piece is a piece. So where they at? So that's what we're talking about today. What happened to these? So if you're interested, keep watching. First item I have is the Bottega Veneta mules. These popped out around 2019, 2020-ish. I remember we were all in the house locked up, watching the girls on YouTube unbox these. These were everywhere, okay? Instagram, YouTube. These were out in the streets, okay? Everybody had this shoe. Why people don't wear this shoe? This is still a good shoe. Now, I don't own these shoes, but if I come across these shoes on the pre-loved market, I will pick this up. This is a good shoe. Are they not comfortable? Do the girls just not like them anymore? There was people who had these shoes in every color possible. These are still a piece to me, okay? I feel like this is classic Bottega. I enjoy the Lido Mule, even though I didn't have them. But where they at? Because even on the pre-loved market, I don't see them. But when I do see them, they're still running you around $400 or $500. So I don't see these a lot on the pre-loved market, but I also don't see people wearing these. I see a few people who do put them out in like the summertime. When I was in Miami, I didn't see this shoe at all. I just knew I would see these in Miami because the girls get to wear the sandals all year round. No, you just don't see this shoe anymore, and I'm very curious. Do you girls just have them in the back of the closet? Now, if you do have this shoe, if this shoe is comfortable, because I can't really speak on if the shoe is comfortable or not. If this shoe is comfortable, this is a shoe that I wouldn't let go. This is a shoe that you could pull out, I personally feel, 5 years from now and still rock it. I would wear this shoe today. This is a good shoe, especially if you have it in like a good color, like a black or a nude or that brown. This is still a good shoe. At the time, it was very, very, very trendy, but I feel like it's still a good shoe, and I'm just questioning where she at? Why the girls don't wear them? Because I don't see this shoe at all. And that's gonna lead me to the next shoe. It's the Bottega mesh pumps that everybody had. This shoe right here, to this day, I still love this shoe. I'm still on the hunt for this shoe on the pre-loved market, but the fact that this shoe is older, I have like a price range that I'm willing to pay for her, and she's another shoe that when I see it on the pre-loved market, girl, she's still, the cheapest I found this shoe was like $345. That's out of my price range, okay? I know some people like, gee, that's not a lot of money, but listen, this shoe is like at this point over 5 years old, I believe. I want her for a good 200 at max, okay? But this is still a shoe I want. The mesh pump is sexy, especially if you have the one that's black with the chain, the gold chain. Oh my God. Sexy AF. Like, this is still a piece, but I don't see the girls wearing it. And sometimes I wonder, do people not want to wear it because it's not trending or it's not popular? Who cares? This is the time you really pull it out and rock it, because nobody else is rocking it. Those shoes are amazing. They're sexy. They're everything. And I personally feel like if this is going to age into an amazing archive piece in the closet, so where are these shoes at? Because I know me, I stay on the pre-loved market looking for them. Literally, I want the tan ones with the mesh ones with the gold chain, and I want the black because those are so sexy. That chain with that little mesh, you can see them white toes. Girl, this is a piece. So I'm just always questioning where the piece is at, because they're not outside, they're not on the pre-loved market. They have to be in the back of the closet. Now next, I also have another Bottega item. Now, we do still see this bag, but not as much as we did when the bag dropped. Bottega Jodie. When this bag dropped, it had everybody and their grandmama in a chokehold, okay? Everybody wanted this bag. There's dupes everywhere. This was the bag to have. And to this day, people still buy the dupes. But the original Bottega Jodie was the go-to bag. You could not pass up a Bottega store without seeing a girl up in there trying on a Bottega bag, okay? You could not scroll Instagram or YouTube without seeing the Bottega Jodie. Now, like I said, I do see this bag, but not as much as we did once upon a time. I do check for this bag a lot on the pre-love market because I do want one. They're on the pre-love market, okay? This is a bag that if you want the original Bottega Jodie, I would not recommend paying full price. I'm gonna be honest. In 2025, I wouldn't recommend paying full price for any handbag. Please don't do it to yourself because, girl, it's always on the pre-love market and it's always going on sale. So paying full price in 2025 is just like, oh, why are you doing that? But when it comes to the Bottega Jodie, I do see this bag on the pre-love market. Now the tea is this. This bag, depending on which one you want, I see it around, depending also on the condition, I see this bag on the pre-love market from the cheapest or most affordable being $900 all the way up to like $3K. $3K depending on the texture or the color and stuff like that. But they're on the pre-love market. So that's why I'm getting mine from the pre-love market. Why don't people pull these out as much as we did they did at one point? Because I know me, I duped them out and the dupes showed me I love this style of bag. So it really made me want the original one. Now, when it comes to the Bottega Jodie, in my opinion, I feel like this bag is definitely a classic. This is a timeless bag, whether you have a dupe or you have the original bag. This is a bag that you can have in your wardrobe 20 years from now and still pull her out and rock her. That's why I'm being very strategic with the colorway that I want. Right now, I think I want the, girl, we're gonna talk in another video because I did purchase one, but child, I think I want white. I need a white Bottega Jodie, and I'm thinking about getting it in that lime green, but we'll see. So if you was a girl who had a Bottega Jodie, my question for you, do you still wear it or did you sell it? Because these bags are all over the pre-love market, and once upon a time I couldn't find them on the pre-love market. And the next question is, why is everybody selling them? Is it because they're heavily duped? Now, one thing I've come to realize, when certain items are heavily duped, people begin to sell the original one, which I kind of understand, because when something is heavily duped, it's like, it turns me off from it too. But if I had a Bottega Jodie, I don't care how duped it was, I'm not getting rid of it, okay? Next up, I have a handbag that was very, very popular when she dropped, but I didn't understand the hype. And to this day, I still think this bag was not worth it, and I don't understand the hype. It's gonna be a Chanel 19. Everybody had a Chanel 19. Everybody had them. They were everywhere. Here, there, YouTube, Instagram, the streets. Girl, where they at? Where they at? You do not see people wearing these bags. You don't at all. I just didn't understand the hype behind the 19. I wasn't a fan of the 19, but I just knew we would see this bag. Well, I'm lying. When this bag dropped, I think it was like a hyped item. Once you see a lot of people get something, it's kind of like, oh, is that what everybody getting? Let me go get it. I think that's what happened for a lot of people. People wasn't really trying to see if this bag would actually work for their lifestyle or in their wardrobe. The Chanel 19 bag, I personally feel like the size is a little on the casual side. It's a little too big, but it's not bulky because it is a softer bag. I don't know. I'm not surprised. I'm gonna say that. I want to know where the bag at. Do y'all still wear them? Do you carry them? Because I personally don't see them, but I'm not surprised because I don't think this was like a moment. It was like a hyped moment more than an actual moment. Like, in my opinion, only the 19 really wasn't that girl. Next on the list, we have the Prada shorts. You guys know I still have my Prada shorts, girl, and I still wear them, okay? When I tell y'all I wear my Prada shorts everywhere. But when Prada dropped their nylon collection, like the re-edition, baby, it was everywhere. I don't really see the Prada nylon shorts. I don't see the bag that everybody had. I don't see these items. And maybe, is it my algorithm? Because one thing about me, girl, I'm like everywhere, okay? I'm looking on all of the sites, see what's going on. Prada had a moment, okay? Everything Prada was dropping, the girls were picking up. The bags, the shorts, the dad sandals, the sneakers, the headbands, the bucket hats. I don't see these things at all. It's like, I'll see them here and there, but when they pop up, I'm like, oh my God, I forgot that was such a moment. Prada had a moment. When they re-released the backpacks, Prada was just like that girl, okay? But I don't see these items. It's like every time I click on Instagram, it's a new item. Everybody have on the new it item. So when you're rocking the new it item, what are you doing with the old things? Because girls like me who love the older pieces, I'm always like, girl, y'all need to start selling y'all things so the girls like me who love to go on a hunt, we could get them, okay? Go clean out your closet, because there's somebody out there looking for it, and you just got it hoarding in the back of your closet. You ain't gonna never wear it again. But yeah, the Prada nylon shorts. And the funny thing about those, I don't even see these on the pre-love market, because I'm looking for these on the pre-love market because I want to sell mine and I want to get these shorts in a larger size. But girl, you can't even find them on the pre-love market because the girls are just holding them. They're not selling them. Next we have the Betty boot. These boots hit the fashion streets and tore the girls up, okay? These boots had everybody in a chokehold, including me. I still have mine, and I still pull mine out. Now, they're a little tight, but I still pull them out because the pair I haven't seen not one person with those shoes. I picked my Betty boot up from Farfetch, and I've never seen a person with these, the ones that I have. Now, I do see people with just like the regular Betty boot, the rubber boot. At this time, girl, the rubber boots just had all of us in the chokehold. To me, I don't care what nobody say, the Betty boot will forever be a classic. This will never go out of style. This shoe you can always pull out. It's a fly boot, and it's also a rubber boot, so it could act as a rain boot. In the fall/winter, it's always raining. Me personally, I told y'all last year, I was sick and tired of looking a mess on rainy days because I want to be all dressed up, but I don't have like the proper shoe. I don't want my leather boots to get ruined. So I was like, I need me a little boot with a heel. I ended up getting some Christian Louboutin rain boots. I love wearing these boots in the fall on rainy days because I don't have to compromise my outfit. A Betty boot is a good boot to have, but I don't see people wearing them. Now, the Betty boot on the pre-love market. This is a boot to this day you can still get on the pre-love market, girl. When I do see the Betty boot on the pre-love market, I've seen these boots from like $80 all the way up to maybe $200. I think that's a good price, okay? So if you're looking for the Betty boot, I would definitely check the pre-love market for these boots. They are, I wouldn't say they're true to size. I would say size up, because I have a I think I have a 39, and girl, she's a little tight, but I still make it work, okay? That is a good boot, but I don't see people wearing these boots at all. Maybe this year I'll look for them a little more. Or if you see somebody wearing them on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube, girl, tag me so I can see, because yeah, to say this boot had the girls locked in like that, I don't see them at all. Next on the list, I have the Louis Vuitton Archlight sneakers. I wanted these so bad. To this day, I ain't gonna lie, if I could try these on, I just might get these, depending on how they look on me. When these dropped, OMG girl, these dropped like in maybe 2017. But these carried, okay? They had a moment. I'm talking for years, for seasons. We were still seeing people rock these during COVID. This shoe was the it sneaker, okay? This is when Louis Vuitton was having like a moment. They're always having a moment. But this right here was like that time where LV was doing it. It was like they were turning. They were getting into like their fashion bag, okay? And I also think around this Archlight collection, this is when they were doing a lot of streetwear. That's what kind of like made them, well, I don't want to say made them popping, but because they've been popping, but that's when they kind of like got a different audience. That's when they became like cool. It was like, this is not your granddad's Louis Vuitton. This is like street wear meets luxury. Baby, those Archlight sneakers were hot, okay? Hot, okay? Now, I do see these on the pre-love market here and there. Also, another pair of sneakers that's holding their value. And when I say holding their value, I found these on the pre-love market for $980. I said absolutely not. I believe they were retailing for around $900 when they first dropped. Then I think they went up to like $1,080. Girl, I'm like, no. I also believe they still have like a different version of the Archlight on Louis Vuitton website. But anyways, I don't see people wearing this shoe anymore. I don't. And to me, these are so cool. These were very cool, and to me still cool if I see them to this day, but I don't see them. I don't see them. So this is another item that I'm just like, oh yeah, those had a moment. They were hot. Where they at? When it comes to my wardrobe, pieces like this excites me. I love, 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 love these sneakers. I wanted these in the monogram with the white. I thought they were everything, but I needed to try these on because I'm short, okay? And certain shoes, depending on how they're made, they can make me look even shorter. They like cut my ankle off and then I look like I just have knees and thighs. I just don't like that. So this is a shoe that, let's say if I'm in New York and I'm at the Real or here at the Real, if I get to try this shoe on and I love it, to this day, I will pick up this shoe because I think it's fire, okay? This is a piece. The next item, I do see these, but once again, not as much as I did once upon a time. The Chanel Dad sandal. Girl, when the Chanel Dad sandal had their moment, they were everywhere, okay? Everybody had the Chanel Dad sandal. I wanted the Chanel Dad sandal. But guess what? When I tried that shoe on, girl, I looked like a toddler. I looked a mess. I looked like it was my first day of kindergarten and my mom told me to put on my shoes and get your backpack. I looked a mess in those sandals. They just did not look good on me at all. And over the years, Chanel started to drop so many different colorways. You could get textures and patterns. I don't see these as much. And I'm like, okay. Now, another thing, with this shoe, I don't really see the Chanel Dad sandal on the pre-loved market. So that tells me the girls are still wearing them. Maybe they're just not posting it. Maybe it's like, I'm going to get my nails done. I'm going to pick the kids up from school. I don't really see these on the pre-loved market. But when I do, this is another item that's holding its value. It's high on the pre-loved market. So if you don't like these and you want to sell them, you could get a little coin for it, okay? Because these things be running you a good 1,300 done on the pre-loved market. But in my head, I'm like, if I'm gonna pay 1,300 on a pre-loved market, I'm gonna go down to Neiman's and see if they have a pair in store, because I believe, dang, that's a lot of money. I think the Chanel Dad sandals, correct me if I'm wrong, they could run you about $1,400, $1,500. I saw a pair with some rhinestones, $1,980. Girl, clutch my pearls and hold my wig down. Get me out of here. Absolutely not. Not for no sandals, girl, please. But the Chanel Dad sandal, I don't see people wearing them. Maybe, like I said, this is my run errand shoe, because this is also a piece that's like timeless. It won't go out of style. So maybe they're not wearing them now, but they're like, okay, when I go on vacation with the kids to Disney World, I'm gonna get pull out my Chanel Dad sandal. Or yeah, when I'm going to the pool with my friends, I'll pull out the Chanel Dad sandal. But I don't see them. If you have Chanel Dad sandals, is it in the back of your closet, or do you just wear them to like run errands and go make groceries? Like, where y'all wearing these pieces to? I have questions and I need answers, because where are the pieces? Next, I have another shoe that was very popular. It is gonna be the Prada loafers. Pieces like this, I love when the girls pull pieces like this out for like fall and winter. Give me a nasty like black legging with an oversized chunky knit jacket or a sweater, and then put on those Prada loafers with you some black sunglasses. Girl, clean the girls up, okay? Clean them up and air them out, because it's just a piece to me. Now, I can't lie. I do see men wearing the Prada loafers, and they always eat the Prada loafers. Listen, one thing about the men, I've been following more men on Instagram, because the boys are giving looks. The boys are giving content. The boys are giving like art. And I'm like, okay, hold on. We sleeping on the boys. The boys are really out here giving us looks, putting the pieces together and clearing the girls out. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm here for it. Because I seen a guy maybe a month ago with some like shorts and a white button up, and he had on the Prada loafers. That's what made me be like, oh my God, why don't people wear that shoe? I forgot that shoe was still a piece. Next on the list, I have the Loewe Obi belt. Now, I could talk about this because I have two of these belts. I do not wear this belt as much as I need to, okay? So I vow to my closet that this fall/winter, we're gonna pull out the Obi belt. Now, I can't lie, for me, the Obi belt is a little much in the summertime. I'm hot. I'm hot, and it's too much going on. And also, the Obi belt, I tried to wear her one day, y'all, and trying to drive with this belt was a mess. It was just a lot going on. But I had to pick and choose, because I'm a girl who can't drive with her her shoe on. So I have to take off my shoe. I can't be getting out of valet and getting fully dressed, trying to put on my shoe and my belt. It's just too much. So I told myself this year I have to wear the Obi belt, because this is a piece. Another piece I don't see that much. However, I do see it. I do see it, but it's like a few girls here and there that'll pull it out. Also, this is another piece that I only see people wear in the fall winter, because it's a moment, and with this type of moment we need to be prepared. I can't be hot. I want to wear it on a cool fall day where I could just give you a turtleneck, maybe like a skirt, and put on the belt. If it's hot outside, 100 degrees, and I got on the tank top, the belt, girl, I'm trying to fan myself, the stomach is sweating, because this is a moment, okay? This belt is leather, and she's just giving you structure. It's gonna always elevate a look, I could tell you that. And to this day, if you still want the Obi belt, I still will recommend getting the belt. Now, I wouldn't pay full price for it, because, baby girl, I've seen this belt on the pre-loved market for like $250. I clutched my pearls and also could have just fell out, because I paid full price, okay? But To this day, this is a piece that I will recommend. I don't see it enough, but I'm going to give grace because I know why I don't wear it. It's a lot. I can't drive with it. And I be hot. So that's why I say maybe this is going to be like a fall winter item for me. Not spring summer. Dang sure not summer. But where are the Obi belts? Because we all had the belts. Last but certainly not least, girl, we have the Celine Phantom. Baby, the Celine Phantom was that girl, okay? That girl. She had the I and the T, okay? Everybody had a Celine Phantom. And if you didn't have a Celine Phantom, you wanted one, okay? And this was before dupes, okay? So you wasn't duping nothing. You either had the real one or a fake one. Baby, the Celine Phantom was that girl. I worked in luxury retail when Phoebe Philo was the creative director at Celine. So I saw this bag. This was the bag. All of the girls, baby, they coming in there for this bag. 2025, I don't even have to ask you where the bag at. They're on the pre-love market. I still have mine in my closet. Child, I could get rid of her. Whew. I could say so much about this bag. Yes, she had a moment, but I can understand why she is reselling on the pre-love market for under $500. Now, Celine is about to re-release the Celine Phantom. So if you want the Celine Phantom and you want to get it under that $500 price point, you better go ahead and get it on the pre-love market now. Would I recommend doing that? No. I don't care if it's $500. You're not going to wear this bag. This bag is huge. This bag is disgusting, okay? When I tell you so heavy, the bag is heavy when nothing is in it. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll just use mine for travel. Absolutely not. One, is not practical at all. The Celine Phantom doesn't have a zipper. It doesn't have like storage area. It's just a big old bag that everything can go in and fall out. It's horrible to travel with because it's so heavy and you can't really fit nothing in the bag. It's huge, but it's like an awkward shape. This is a bag that I will never, ever, 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 ever recommend to nobody. Definitely one of my worst purchases. I hate this bag. Would not recommend. And I know why people not wearing it. It's heavy, it's not realistic, and even if you wanted to have like a little travel bag, this ain't the bag that you're gonna pull for at all. She is not worth it. Now, I am curious to see what the new Celine Phantom will look like. Will it still be heavy? Will they add like more compartments? If they're gonna give us the same design from the old bag, I don't see it doing well at all because it's not worth it. Now, one thing I can say, craftsmanship on a handbag, mwah, mwah, chef's kiss, top quality. This is back when quality, you could tell they was doing quality control back then, girl. I had my bag in the back of the closet for years. I could pull her out right now. I actually pulled it out the other day because I was like, oh my God, I forgot about this. It takes up so much space in my closet. But I just was looking at it and I'm like, oh my God, this was good craftsmanship. This was worth the, I think at the time Celine Phantom was running you. They had some that will run you from like $2,700, but I remember they had like a little price increase. Girl, they were going up to like $4K, okay? The Celine Phantom, depending on, I had one this lady wanted to buy. It was like red croc. It was $32,000. Girl, I wonder where that bag at today because I bet she's somewhere on eBay or the Real World literally right now selling for $2,000 because nobody wants these bags. They're just too big. They're not like realistic to carry every day. And yeah, I said all of that to say, I've answered my own question. I know where the bag's at. They're on the pre-love market, retailing for pennies. And I know the girls who pay full price are sick. This was like definitely a horrible purchase. I know there's a few people out there just like that was their worst purchase, but not so much because you know what? I take that back. If you was doing it like outside, you know, in those days, like 2016 era, 2010, and baby, 2010, you had a Celine Phantom, you was that girl. Chanel who? Chanel, I feel like back in the day, it wasn't like, oh my God, I want a Chanel bag. I want a Chanel bag. People still knew who Chanel was, but the girls were on to other things. The girls were outside wearing Givenchy. They were wearing Celine. Celine had the girls in a chokehold. Celine and Givenchy had the girls, y'all know in the Rock Roller t-shirt days, Celine ID necklace, the girls didn't really care too much about a Chanel bag. It's like if you had a Chanel bag, like, okay, it's a Chanel bag, cool. But back in those days, the girls were going for like the Celine and, oh, don't have on a Isabel Marant sneaker wedge. You were that girl. With a Celine bag, DOA, dead on arrival, killing everybody, okay? It was just good, okay? Oh, that's when fashion was just amazing. So fun and so yummy. But yeah, I said all of that to say the Celine Phantom is not worth it. All right, girlfriends, that is all that I have for this video. A whole lot of questions. Some of them I answered myself, but if you have any of these items or you have a piece that was very, very popular and you don't pull it out, comment down below and let me know, because I was going through my closet and there was a few pieces that I was like, oh my God, this was a moment. Yeah, comment down below, let me know what items you have in your closet that you're not wearing, but they had a moment, okay? So if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will see you girls in the next one. I will.